Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Wiedenhop, and this webinar will give a quick overview of how to complete the financial statement of income and expenditures. This webinar was recorded in January 2019. We make small changes from time to time, so while the real pages you work with may be a little different than what I show here, the general process should be the same or very similar. We will do new webinars whenever there are substantive changes. This document, along with the financial statement of resources, is for schools seeking initial certification to operate only. If you are a currently certified school, this is not the webinar you are looking for. As a reminder, this is a financial document, so it can only be submitted by the person with the Chief Administrator role in EDvera. So if you're uncertain of what those roles are, you can go to our webpage, which is dhe.mo.gov/PSC. You'll want to click on Interested in Starting a New School, and that will take you to our EDvera page. There will be a user manual for schools seeking initial certification that will go over what we're talking about here in the webinar. There will also be the EDvera sign-in page. And finally, down here, you'll see webcasts for new and current schools. We'll be updating this information as we go through and create the webinars. So to log in, you'll go to the main login page, which is mo.edvera.com. Once you are logged in, you will see your school's dashboard, and you will go to Documents. On the far right-hand side, you'll see the drop-down box, Start Document. Click on it, find the Financial Statement of Income and Expenditures. Click on that. Verify that you're in the right document for the right school. Click Continue. Now, this document is based on the school's fiscal year. So whatever 12-month period you will be using as your school's fiscal year, that is what you will enter here. So for example, if your school's fiscal year will be the calendar year, you will pick January 1st, 2019 through December 31st, 2019. Whatever combination of a 12-month period. It could be the state's fiscal year, which would be July 1st, 2019 through June 30th, 2020. This is a forward-facing document. This is for the future. Once the school is certified, when will your fiscal year begin? So it's fine that this goes into the future. Note that the MDHE staff will revert your document if this is not completed or if it doesn't comprise a full 12 months. Now, the top part of this form asks the school to estimate the tuition in the first year of operation. Now, don't be nervous. We're not going to require you to meet these numbers. We hope that you'll exceed them. This is just a tool for us to understand how you view the size and scope of your school at startup, and for us to develop an estimate for the security deposit required by the school. Now, the first cell in this left-hand column asks the school to estimate the tuition students will either pay through loans they take out or otherwise pay out of pocket. This all other tuition income is typically when a school is partnering with an outside funding source, such as the VA or your local workforce investment board. Now, you will need to identify these third-party funders when you complete the initial application document. Now, EDvera will calculate the total tuition income, and it will move that total to the upper right-hand column. On the right-hand column, line 2, student fees, you will enter the total student fees you expect to receive during the first year of operation. Under that, if your school has items or services for sale, either to students or the general public, you'll enter that total here. For example, if you're raising funds for the school by selling themed apparel, or maybe you have a massage school and you sell oils or lotions, you would enter that estimate right there. If your school has an endowment or other portfolio investment from which the school will draw down to support educational activities, You'll enter that total in this line. And finally, all other income that you would like the department to consider when evaluating your school will be entered here. There. Now, EDvera will go ahead and calculate this total income. The bottom section of this form is where the school will estimate the expenses it will incur during the first year of operation as a certified school. Now, the left-hand side asks for your estimated payroll, fringe benefits, and other services for the first year of operation, and EDvera will calculate the total personal services. On the right-hand side, the column asks you to itemize common expenses for the first year. And then EDvera will total the expenses and equipment, and then provide a grand total of all personal expense and E&E. I don't want you to worry if these numbers don't match or if the expenditures exceed your income. That's not uncommon for the first year of operation because you're just getting started. We would expect you to eventually start making a profit, and if not, then we would ask you what you're going to be doing to get the school into the black. So at the bottom, you will review this attestation and check the box that you agree the information is true and correct to the best of your knowledge, and then you'll click Submit. Now, one thing I did mention earlier is that we would be using this form to estimate the school's security deposit. And how we do that, we look at the total tuition income, and it's going to be 10% of this. So let's say for the first year of operation, you're going to have $500,000, and let's see, $10,000. Okay. So cash pay or loans of $500,000, $10,000 from the Workforce Investment Board. So it moves the total tuition income over here, $510,000. 10% of that would be $51,000 would be the amount of the school's security deposit. We'll talk more about that in the initial application webinar, but it's not $51,000 in cash. It would either be an insurance policy called a surety bond, or you could provide a letter of credit or a CD from your bank. But again, that would be up to the school. Okay, so once you've entered all that information, you click Submit. You're all done. Thank you so much for viewing our webinar on how to complete the financial statement of income and expenditures. And if you have any questions about the document, you can contact department staff via the blue support button in EDvera or by calling our office at 573-751-2361 and just ask for someone in proprietary. Bye.